What's up, everybody? It's your boy Asher Lewis. I haven't made a video in a long time, so bear with me if this seems boring or it's just long, or if I don't speak too much, or if I contradict myself a couple times, just try and bear with me, all right? I honestly don't have to make this video, but I've been talking to Darius a lot lately, and anybody who knows me knows how much I hate indicators, okay? But like Darius told me last week, he told me straight up, pride doesn't pay his bills, and it's true, man. And I don't like if you guys know me, I've been learning or trying to learn stuff from Brandon Newborn for the past couple months. Some days are good, but with the price action stuff he's been teaching me, but most of the time it's just a struggle, and I don't have the consistency I'm looking for, which is why I kind of took Darius's advice and seeing the success you guys are having in binary snipers, with this indicator method and stuff like that. I was just trying to see if I could find anything that stood out to me, and if I could find some consistency with it for myself. Um, so with that being said, I know he has the Darius uses, the EMAs, the stochastics, and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys use anything else, but he did show me that method at least a little bit. And no, I don't use the stochastics. I have them on my chart, so you will see them in this video. But though I don't personally use the stochastics, I do use the EMAs, and I wanted to show you guys pretty much what I figured out as far as using these EMAs. All right. So, with that being said, I'm about to show you and actually take trades so you guys can see. I am trading on demo. I've been on demo for a while now, even with branded stuff, because I've been trying to improve my consistency with single positions. But I'm not necessarily good at taking single positions or being accurate with single positions. So I tend to stack. I stack a specific way. I'm going to show you guys how I stack and why I stack and whatever the heck, right? And I'm going to incorporate a little bit of my knowledge of price action with my stacking in order to help you guys see how I stay profitable with my stacks. All right. Um, so again, I'm gonna wing this video because I don't have anything necessarily planned except to show you guys how I trade. I will take specific trades, and I'll explain why I'm taking it, and I'll show you guys exactly what's going on. Okay, so I'm about to pull up my MetaTrader. By the way, I opened up this account, I think it's like an hour or hour and a half ago. I don't remember. Because I just wanted to see my consistency. Currently, I'm 5-0 today. I know you see a bunch of greens, and I'm going to explain what all this means, even the reds and stuff like that. But as far as my setups goes and whatnot, I am 5-0. I started with this on purpose so I could start with 5,000, because when I go live again, I will be starting with $5,000. So I wanted it to be more realistic, okay? But I'm going to show you guys how I stack, why I stack a certain way, and what to me is strategic stacking rather than just taking a bunch of positions and calling a million wins and stuff like that. Now, strategically today, I am 4 wins, 0 losses. Yeah, I know you'll see a 5th win, but the 5th was accident. This was an accidental trade. I tried taking it for the 1800 expiry, but the time changed on my expiry up here. You see this little timer, and this goes away. The expiry changes here, so it accidentally changed that. So so I would have really never taken this trade, but I accidentally won. So whatever. But I'm only counting the ones that I strategically took. So I am is 4-0, right? Now I'm a little bit about stacking to me. Okay, what I think is strategic stacking. For one, with stacking or whatnot, stacking to me is when you take multiple. When you take pretty much when you're trying to get better entries. Okay, right now you can stack to be greedy and whatnot and make a shit ton of money. I mean, if you stack, you can make a bunch of money on a per trade or per expiry that you take, but you can also lose a bunch of money too, right? Now, I feel like if you're stacking with no plan and you're just taking multiple trades, then you can get lucky and win. But at the same time, though, if you have bad expiries, bad strike rates on your positions, you're gonna throw away a lot of money, right? And part of the reason why we stack in the first place is because on Marcus World, the cap is $1,000. Other brokers, you have higher caps, okay? Um, but on Marcus World, again, it is $1,000. And if you want to take big trades, I mean, the most you can do per position is $1,000. But on 24 options, you know, the most you can do on a trade, I believe, is like 75,000. So I mean, if you really wanted to take a $75,000 trade, you wouldn't take 75 positions and hope they all win. You feel me? You would literally, if you were pinpoint accurate, you would just take a big ass trade. And if you felt like you can get a better strike rate on a position, you would take another big ass trade. You feel me? We stack mainly because, you know, we feel like we can make a bunch of money, right? And we're trying to work the cap in our favor in order to take big ass trades. But at the same time, you want to take big ass, if you're going to take multiple trades, you want to take smart trades. So what I like to do is I will only enter extra positions if I can get a better strike rate that I feel has a better chance of winning. The reason for that is because I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, the motive of trading is to make money. It doesn't matter how much you make. You just want to make, you know, something, because anything is more than what you had before you open up your charts and started with zero. You feel me? So, I mean, if I have a trade for $100 and I think that's going to win, right? Then, I mean, when I win, the minimum I'll make back is $70 plus my investment back, right? I'm not going to throw down more money in hopes of winning more, because if that position loses, then I mean, you know, what's the point? You feel me? I just want to make something, so I'm going to take smart trades. Um, so that's a little bit as far as that goes, right? So I'm going to show you exactly how I trade. I'm going to show you exactly how to be more skillful with this stacking stuff, because I personally think even if you have 20 positions, like this is a 10-minute candle, it closes in 4.5 minutes. If you had 20 positions on a put right here, I mean, let's hypothetically, if you won, you know, 16 of those positions and you lost 4, some of you guys might say, oh shit, I just won 16 wins, 4 losses. I'm fucking God now. I got an 80%, you know, win ratio and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if those 4 positions were too much money and you were actually unprofitable on your actual setup, then who gives a fuck about your win rate? You are not God because you win multiple trades, I mean multiple positions on one setup. If you're winning multiple setups and hardly ever losing on your setups because your accuracy is just so on point, then you could stack, you know, any damn time and pretty much be a walking ATM. But at the same time, though, bruh, you know, it's just all perspective. So I'm going to show you how I stack personally. What I say is not law. You know, I don't know everything. So if you don't agree with me, I mean, speak up. You know, we can have a conversation. It's no big deal. I'm not going to be mad. I don't know everything, like I said, but this is something that's just always worked for me, and which has given me a high accuracy as far as winning goes. Okay. Um, Also, my past, what is this? My past, I took 20 trades on Friday and I've taken 4 today so far. And currently, I am 22 wins, 2 losses using this method. And as far as I go, when it comes to stacking, as long as you stay profitable per setup that you take, I don't care how many positions you take, as long as you're profitable on that setup that you're trading, that's what I consider a win. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. I will take at least 5 trades on this if it doesn't take too long to do. Just so you guys have a couple examples. I'm also down to do hangouts. If you guys are really interested on this, I'm not telling anybody to stray away from Darius Method, because the shit is working for you guys, obviously. And I actually want to learn that too, so I can be better on single positions. But for anybody who actually is a little more curious about this, feel free to ask questions or anything, even if you want to do hangouts, okay? Because I'm open to it. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just go through my time frames and find something that stands out to me, okay? So that's actually good. Let's see if we can find something better though. That's cool. Now it's actually good down there too. Let's see what we could find. That's good. All right. So we got a minute to make this shit happen. This is kind of late to trade too, unnecessarily. Let's see. One. It's really slow. In the last minute too. Let's see what happens. Okay. Got 19 seconds to see if we can get a better entry by any chance. It's just not even. Oh, there it goes. It went up though. That's what we want. Anyways, so there was no time to get a better entry, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can get if this trade wins within a minute or not, whatever the fuck. All right, we'll see. So, anyways, I'm gonna show you what I'm looking for, okay? And also explain what I'm doing right now, and we'll see if this wins in the next 40 seconds, okay? But pretty much what I'm looking for is from the little bit that I did learn from Brandon as far as price action goes, right? When it came to trend lines and stuff, what you was looking for was if you drew a trend line and you had candles come towards your trend line and then like it touched it and then it bounced right off, more than likely you have a pretty good trend line. Like it's pretty much getting respected, right? So if you had a trend line and a candle hit it and reversed the other way, like it retraced, more than likely you would take a reversal trade, right? So all I did literally was instead of drawing trend lines, I know trend lines may help and stuff like that. I think I'm about to win. And I think I either won or I tied on that trade because I saw a switch right here. We'll find out in a second. It's either a win or a tie. Let's see. It's going to update. I actually won by 1 micro, right? So that's cool. All right. So pretty much all I did was I pretty much, instead of drawing trend lines, I'll just follow the EMAs because I noticed sometimes when the candles touch your EMAs, they'll retrace as well. So what I did was I treated them just like trend lines. All right. So what I was doing with Brandon was what he told me to do is just like Darius method, kind of. Whenever you saw like retraces on trend lines, you would trade in the opposite way for about 2 to 3 candles. That's what oh no, about two for two candlestick expiries. So like this is a 20-minute candle, right? So if this just like the candle just closed, if that hit this trend line, let's say this EMA is a trend line, right? If it hit it and it retraced, we would trade for 2 candles for a call. That's pretty much what we was doing with Brad and shit like that. Now, sometimes it worked, majority of the time it didn't. For me, trying to predict a future like that is just extremely hard as hell. So what I always used to do, at least with my old method, was I'll trade same candles. And I do the same thing with this EMA stuff. I would trade same candle expiry. What that means is these are 20-minute candles, right? See my market watch right here? This says 21:30 right now, right? So this means this 20-minute candle will close in 18 minutes, 30 seconds. Because it's 20-minute candles. Every single 20 minutes, a new candle would appear, right? So on this candle right here, right? You know how it touched the EMA, and I saw that baby wick right there. The reason why I took that for a call is because to me, on the EMA or anywhere around the EMA, if I see a little retrace like that, I trade in the opposite direction for the same candle. That's the only reason why I took that call. I barely won too, but I saw that baby ass wick because it really didn't move. I saw that baby ass wick. I was like, all right, take a call, and I won that trade. All right, that was not guessing. All right, that was just late trading, but it was not guessing. I will show you more trades too. Okay. That's literally all I do though, right? If I see retraces on this little purple EMA or this little blue EMA, which is the 10 and the 50, I simply would just trade in the opposite direction for the domain or for the rest of the duration of whatever candle I'm looking at. That's all I literally do. Now, if it goes past your EMA, right? Like for any reason, it just keeps going past your EMA or whatever, right? Every single time I did see a little retrace, right? What I'll do is I'll just take another position, but I'll double up on my actual money, right? So what that means is it looks like this. So for example, right? I had a 60 position, right? This is one position I think, hey, this could win, right? But then I see another retrace, right? At a better strike rate. I took a 120. See how I doubled up? Now I have $180 on the line, right? All of a sudden I see another retrace, right? what I did was I did another position. I doubled up. So 180 times 2 is 360. You feel me, right? Now I have $540 on the line, right? Now, what I did was, in order to cover that profit, to cover any of those losses that I might occur from those positions, the next position I did was just enough money to barely cover all those losses. That's the idea, anyways. So that's why I did $700. The profit on this with that percent was $532. So technically, I would have still been negative $8 profit, but I mean that's better than negative $540. You feel me? So that's what I did, right? So every time there was a retrace, like I said, I just did more positions, right? And I was just doubling up, double up until I hit the cap to where I had to stack. You feel me? And that's why I just maxed it out and stuff like that. And eventually I won all those positions because one of those retraces are going to win, at least one of them. And if you have enough money to cover any potential losses that you have, you'll be straight. That's the idea, right? So because I was profitable on that setup, I don't care about these 3 losing positions. The overall setup was profitable. So you count it as a win, right? That's what I consider winning as far as stacking goes. If you're profitable on your setups, if you look at any of my trades here, I'll show you. These 5 do not count. I did that literally just so I can have $5,000 in my account. That's the only reason I did that, okay? Because you start with 10,000, and I wanted to be realistic, okay? But look at this. I have 30 expiries, 32, right? I won my first trade. Second expiry, right? Of 45 right here, right? I won my second trade. All of a sudden on the 1700, I had position, all the way until I got that 600, right? And then even on these, I was like, all right, now I actually got to throw some money down in case I lose any of these. Pop, 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 pop. Won my trade. You feel me? That's my third win. These losing positions don't matter because every single setup so far is profitable. Next expiry on a 15. Pop, pop, pop. Won my thing. That's 4 wins right here, right? Then let's go here. All right. So this one, the 1800. So I got pop, pop, pop. All this, right? Profitable again. That's 4 wins. This trade, the number 5 right here, the 5-minute, this was accidental, so I will not count this. But even the trade I just showed you on the 20-minute candle, I won by 1 micro. I had 1 position. I was profitable. So there's 5 wins so far, right? We're going to take some more trades because I want to give you guys some good examples, okay? So let's look for something that is respecting a trend line. So like the 30, it's just, man, it's just so short. That's why I don't necessarily like that shit. But, and it retraced up there. I mean, I could take a position, but it's just late. I mean, fuck. I just don't want to mess up my record, so I don't know if I'm gonna take it. Nah, I ain't gonna take that. Let's find something better. I like getting those retraces. Damn, that 10-minute, that was good too. Some good examples. Let's find something that gives us more time to play with. 12. That's cool. I like this. So that would be ends at 36. Let's see if we can get this expiry. If we can get that expiry, we'll be straight. So closest thing we got a 35. That means I will not take it just yet, but I will watch it. I'm so tempted to take this put right now, man. But it closes in 2.5 minutes. And the retrace is all the way right here. So I don't think that'd be smart to take. If you were a greedy type of person, maybe. But we'll just watch this price for the moment. It's at 378. But I will not take this trade. I will continue to look at stuff. I'll come back to this AU in a second just to see how that trade goes, okay? So we're gonna look. Five. That's cool right here. It's gonna be close though. AJ. Yeah, it'll be extremely close. like the other one. Let's see. It's respecting. It's just gonna be close. We'll try this too. All right. That's gonna be extremely close. This is a minute, closing a minute and a half. All right, there was another retrace. Is there gonna be another one? Where you at? Right here. That's another one. Damn, I was at 43. Did I miss? It's a last minute. I can't take no more positions. All right, so we just gotta see how this turns out. Then I missed the 43 though, but whatever. So it closes in less than a minute. So far we are 5-0 today. Let's see how this turns out. Glad I didn't take that because of that retrace was too late. So we'll see this. Close in 30 seconds. So glad I didn't take that trade. My goal for this video is to go 5 wins, 0 losses right in front of you guys, just so you can see how realistic this is. This will be the second win right here. So I'm only taking specific trades. I'm not going to be hella scared and stuff like that, but I'm only taking specific trades. And if there's not enough time to make an educated decision, I will not take it. So that was our second win so far on this thing. It'll be updated right here so you can see it. And you notice how I just keep doubling up. The reason why I double up is in case one of those positions actually lose. If one of those things lose, then I mean my next trade will cover it, you know, as far as the money goes. And as you see, I tied one and then the rest actually won. So that's how I made my profit. Okay. So that's 2 wins so far on this video so far. So we go for the next trade and I am 6-0 for the day. Okay. So let's keep looking. And this is probably going to be a 5-minute call because it started above the EMA. If it comes down, respects it, we will take that trade, but only if it touches it and retraces back. That's all. All right, so this is a good trade right here. GBP, Euro GBP is going to be a 10-minute put, okay? If it comes back up, it'll be the perfect time to take a trade. I could be risky and take a position now, but I don't think that's the smartest, so I will wait, see if it comes back up for this stack, okay? So, well, you know, it's like it's close enough to the line. If it goes up, I'll just stack. That's the whole point, right? I think this is going to be a put regardless, okay? So, if you want to be spot on with your entries, always get in on the retrace points. Like right now, that'd be kind of cool. Because, I mean, it's right there on the trend line. So, where's the retrace? If we see a retrace, we'll take it for a put. So let's see. As soon as it retraces, all right. So right now, missing it. It was at 978 or whatever. All right. So the idea is because it respected this EMA first and then decided to go down, we will only take puts on this for the next 8 minutes because it's a 10-minute candle and that's when this closes. All right. So every time it retraces above this EMA, we will take a put. All right, for that expiry, which is 1840 in 8 minutes. Okay, so this is the trade that we will follow right now. Now, here's another thing to keep in mind as well. Okay, so obviously, if you really don't want to wait just for this trade, you can go through your charts, your other time frames. You can try and take multiple trades. But like I've always used to tell even my old students back in my old group and stuff like that, when I was teaching, I used to always tell people, it does not matter how many trades you take. That's not necessarily going to help you be profitable unless you're 100% accurate. What matters is making the trades that you do take count. That's what matters, right? If you're going to stack, don't stack on multiple trades. You feel me? Even if you do singles, right? Why don't you actually wait until that one single that you're trying to trade closes before you look for any other possible trades? The reason being is because if you have multiple singles going on at the same time and you're constantly losing, right? Your account is just gonna deplete incredibly fast, and it just makes no sense. And again, this is just, this is just my perspective. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's your money. It's your trading method. Whatever the hell you want to do. But I just think trying to focus on too much at a time is just gonna be hard to deal with. So I like to focus on one setup at a time, and my goal is to be profitable on that setup. I don't care what I have to do. If I feel like I can get better entries, that is my goal. To just win that setup. Okay. So for these next 6.5 minutes, because that's when this trade closes and whatnot, I'm focusing solely on winning this setup. So all right, so we will watch this over the next 6 minutes to see if I win. Currently, we are in the money. But this is what we will focus on. Okay. So if it's quiet, I mean, just bear with me. And remember, anytime this comes up and I see a retrace, we will take another position for the double up. Okay. Just hang tight. If we win this will be 3-0. Okay. Oh shit. It's just crazy when I think about this, man, because I haven't used indicators in such a long time, man. Like, I can't stand indicators. I've been trading completely naked charts, no EMAs, none of this stochastic stuff, nothing, for the longest of time, dog. Even when I was live trading, man, I haven't used no indicators. And just coming back to this is so weird, but this EMA shit just makes so much sense to me. It's like it's so strange, you know. All right, so the trade closed in 5 minutes. Let's just keep watching. Oh shit. Matter of fact, Darius just messaged me on Facebook, so I'm about to respond back to him as we speak. Dum, bum, dum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 da, 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 bum, 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 you see this shit? You see this shit? It doesn't even surprise me because it respected the EMA. You feel me? And I'm both winning. You see that? Still 3.5 minutes left, but just hang tight. By the way, 1 minute ago, you saw I hadn't even looked at my markets world, right? But I instantly switched and changed my expiry back to the 40 because that's when this candle closes, right? Something you need to know about markets world is there's this little timer right here, right? And anytime this timer goes out, your expiry automatically switches. You need to pay attention to this timer because if you don't pay attention to that timer and your expiry switches to something you don't want to trade, you can easily get raped on your trades. So pay attention to that. All right. I saw old boy post a video in Darius group earlier about Marcus World training and stuff like that. I know a lot of you guys aren't necessarily familiar with binary options, but this is literally all I trade. Binary options. I do not do Forex. So, like I'm saying, like Marcus World really isn't hard. All that market maker manipulation bullshit is not fucking real. If you know what you're doing on Marcus World, you will win your trades. But you gotta pay attention to those expiries as well as your strike rate, okay? So trade closes in 2 minutes. And this to me is kick ass, by the way, bro. Like, I started this account with the 5,000 intentionally. intentionally, and already done double that shit, bro. Do the stacking, like, like you guys also gotta understand, man. Something I don't know if I already said this in the video, but something I used to always tell my students was, well, my old students was that there was a lot of traders in that group that were better than me. All right, because some of my students had incredible single position accuracy and whatnot. And part of the reason why I stack is because my single positions aren't always that accurate. It's not that great, so it's kind of hard for me to compound. So that's the main reason why I stack, but that's why I'm also so specific in how I stack, because I want to be profitable, and I also know that stacking can be risky. So, um, so as far as that, what I mean by is I say a lot of people are better than me because their accuracy with singles are so much better than mine. And at the end of the day, if you have accurate single win ratio and whatnot, then that means if you ever do decide to stack, you can really guap the hell up. My stacking is better than my singles. I'm very specific with my stacking, but if anybody has, knows a way to improve this, or even, or even could put me on game with Darius method and whatnot, I'm always interested in getting better single position accuracy. So yeah, just wanted to throw that in there, okay? And it looks like we're about to win this. 12 seconds left. And this is about to be 3-0, okay? This will be 3-0. 3 seconds left. And we won. So this will update right here. So this is three wins so far on the actual video. So we still have 2 more. That puts me at, what is this? This puts me 7-0 for the day. I might actually just do 3 more trades just to make it a perfect 10. I mean, why not? But we have at least 2 more on this video. Just don't want to make this too long. But let's see what else we can find. Okay. That actually looks like it's a 5-minute put. We respected it. Yeah, it's a 5-minute put. But we don't have that expiry at the moment, so I can't take that. Let's see. By the way, this does work on all time frames, as you see right here. Look, starts above the EMA, respects it. It's a 1-hour call. This can technically help on Forex, but of course, I stack. So I mean, I don't really know how how that works on Forex. Stacking Forex is kind of weird. This is good. 10-minute call right here. GU. So I just don't want to make this video too damn long. So if I can get a decent strike right now, then I'll take it. Fuck. All right, we'll just take one. And if it comes back down, then we'll go again. Okay. But we're only looking for calls in this because they respect it right here, right? The lower it goes, we going again. It goes right here or close to the EMA because that'd be a better entry. And I'm definitely taking a call. And remember, anytime under the EMAs, then I'm going for and it retraces, I'm going for another position. Okay, so keep that in mind. So this is the only trade we'll focus on for the next 8.5 minutes. Okay, GU. My goal is to have a perfect win ratio on this, right? And the reason why I took this, even though because I missed the retracement, is because we have enough time to either be in the money or get better positions. Something like this with maybe like a minute or 2 left to go is risky in my opinion. So it's just something to keep in mind, all right? But I'm hoping that the fluctuation works in our favor over the next 8 minutes, and if it comes down, we'll just get a better position. So yeah. So hang tight. Got more time, okay? Dun, 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 this shit really ain't moving. Like, what the fuck? Make sure this didn't freeze, man. Yeah. Hmm. This makes me feel impatient because I didn't get the best. It makes me feel a little what's the word? Not impatient, but a little insecure or a little worried because it's not really moving. And I missed the best entry, which is down here on the EMAs, but we still got 6.5 minutes. So let's see what happens. It's finally moving, so this makes me feel better because this lets me know I can get a better entry. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how this fluctuates. So here's another thing. I'm used to markets where, like I told you guys, all right? You see how this is 44? That means I can this means that as soon as it hits 45, my expiry for the 350 will be gone. All right. So that means I don't have to take this within the next 30 seconds. We'll take another one right here. Better strike within the next 30 seconds. And then I have to wait a minute before this expiry comes back. So as soon as this hits 46, my 50 will come back. Okay. And one more, only because it's pretty damn near there. Okay. We're gonna win this though. I know this for sure. There was a retrace, but we got a good position, so that's good for me. But it makes me happier because it's still respecting that shit, all right? The last thing you want is for this shit to break, and then you have to focus on the retraces underneath within like the last minute to 2 minutes. Like right now, we got some time, but of course we gotta wait a whole damn 50 seconds until we can get that back, which that doesn't make me happy. But we'll see what happens. Like that retrace right there was so perfect, man. But all right, so we got 4.5 minutes to win this. We're gonna get this though. Watch. It's a nice little strike race right now. 192. I wish I could take it. The closest thing is 48. Okay. 20 more seconds and then we can get to 50. 10 more seconds and we can get to 50. This would be the perfect strike right now too. 190. Come on, come on. All right, now we can get it. Come on, come on. There we go. Nice. All right. So that makes me feel better, all right? Anytime it retraces underneath, we're going to go in. Got 3 minutes to make a decision. We win this. This will put us up at 4-0. So now we'll put me in 8-0 for the day. Okay. In fact, we'll probably just go for the 10-0. So if we win this, we'll definitely do another 2 more trades because, I mean, this is going pretty damn fast. Looks like we are going to win, though. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. Three more minutes till it closes. Two and a half minutes before it closes. And notice something too. It's something I want you guys to pay attention. Notice how every position, I only take another position if I got a better strike rate. You never put more money on on a position with a worse strike rate. That's the stupidest thing you can do when it comes to stacking. All right. So just keep that in mind. All right. I took a risk with the 210 because, like I said, I missed the retrace, but the rest are in the money, which is a good thing. And the best strike rate, which is the 190, has the most money. So even if these lose, this will still put me in profit, and that's ultimately what matters. And it looks like that 210 is gonna win too. Looks like it. We got a minute 10 seconds left, but it looks like all positions gonna win. We can no longer make a decision. 1 minute left till it closes. And this trade's definitely gonna win. And this trade has won. So update right here. Now will be 4-0 on this video so far. I'm 8-0 for the day. We will take 2 more trades and then I'll close this video, okay? But you're literally seeing how easy this is. Like, I'm not looking at news. I'm not looking at anything except for EMAs and retracements, okay? So, I mean, this is a good trade too. Like, oh my God. 10 minutes left. I just don't know. It's kind of, well, you know what? That's not a bad position. We'll just do the same thing we just did. We got 10 minutes to make an educated decision, so that's cool. So let's say 1. Okay. If it comes back to the retrace spot, we'll just take another. That's cool. How do I know we have 10 minutes left? It's a 20-minute candle. Every single 20 minutes, a new candle, right? 9 minutes, 8 seconds left. That's when the trade closes. So if we win this, we'll be 5-0 on the video. Now putting 9-0 for the day. We'll have 1 more trade after this. But you see how I'm literally just looking for retraces on EMAs, and I instantly just going in on specific spots. So this is better. Okay. We shall wait. All right, that's better right there. It's literally on the EMA. All right. So if it comes down, we're gonna play the retrace game. We got 9 minutes or 8.5 minutes. We'll be straight though. See that baby wick right there? It's trying to retrace again. It's treating us well. Look at that. Look at that. And we're good. All right. So again, we can only take this expiry until it hits the 55 mark. Once it hits the 55 mark, the expiry will go away for a minute, and then at 56 will come back, and we could get some better entries once more. All right. So let's see what's up. Crazy how that moves, but this doesn't move. I am on MT5, which lags at times, but we're straight though. So we're just gonna watch this for the next 8 minutes and see what happens. And we are winning this trade. So 6.5 minutes left. Oh man. Wow. Wow. Barely learning and pulling results like that. 5 minutes left. Now check this out. Like I told you about the expiry, right? See how it is 55 and this disappears? Look at this. So it disappears, right? See my expiry change? I gotta wait a minute for that 1900 to come back. You'll see in a second. Wow. All right. So look, in 6 seconds, right, my expiry will come back. It's not here now. You see this, right? But look, when this hits 4, check it out. See, it comes back. All you gotta do is just play at this Marcus world. It's really not unpredictable. Like you guys just gotta get used to it, man. It looks like this is gonna win. You know, it's crazy. It's like if I just found like the perfect EMA trades, I probably could compound with this now that I think about this. Because some of these trades just be so obvious. Other ones like this will go through, and then you got to play the retrace game. But some of these just be straight on point. Like look at all this touch retrace. There's plenty of good ones. I guess you just got to be specific. But I'm sure if I play around with this more, I can figure it out. It'd be dope. Now here's another thing too. Like there's multiple ways to be profitable with your trading, right? For example, even if you decide to do the double up method, think about if you just do the EMA retrace that I'm showing you guys, right? Let's say that you only did one position per retrace that you saw in an EMA, right? If you literally found, setups on various charts, I doubt you will lose every single one of those by taking one position. So I mean, you can do the double up method like that as well instead of stacking trying to win your setups. I mean, what I'm showing you does work. It does take it is more riskier, I guess you could say, especially if you don't have the mindset for it. I mean, technically this is on demo, right? I used to stack on my live account. I used to make a lot of money, but I could only imagine, once I do start trading this way on live, how I'd be feeling, mentally when I can only imagine what I'm thinking in my head. So I mean, that definitely will be the tricky thing. But if you just, did a double up method, but only by taking single positions on, per setup that you did, I mean, that's one way to always be in profit because I know you will win at least one of your trades. You feel me? Especially if you wait for the best entry points, which is the retraces. So I think that's definitely something to consider if you're interested. Or if you just want to be profitable, definitely using that method, you would not have to, not have to have a job. But anyways, we will see if this trade wins within the next minute. It currently is winning, but anything can happen in the last minute. especially when it's that close to the EMA. So I'm not satisfied until this closes. We have 50 seconds left until this trade closes. If we win, we will be wait a minute, is that 4-0 or 5-0? I think that's 5-0. Yeah, that is 5-0 if we win. And we will do one more trade to go for the full 10, okay? So just bear with me for a second. Ten seconds. Looks like we're about to win. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we won. So this will update right here in a second, and we will be 5-0 for this video. Puts me at 9-10 for the day. I mean 9-0 for the day. 9-10 sounds horrible. We're at 9-0 for the day. We will do one more trade, okay? So let's wait for this to update, and then we'll look for our next setup, okay? Next setup might take some time to find, only because it's a new hour, which means all the candles reset except for the higher time frames. Higher time frames, my market watch says 4 o'clock. This means only thing that's really showing right now will be the 2. No, it's a new 2-hour candle that just started. So we have the 3 and the 3, 6, and then of course the higher time frame stuff like that. A new 4 just started right now as well. So okay. So the 3 and a 6. Nothing's near EMA. All right. It's funny because this also works on a higher time frames too, like weeks in the month. It works on all time frames because and this is, again, this is my opinion. I honestly believe this is a fact. This is a truth. But all time frames are the same. Only difference between higher time frames and low time frames is that lower time frames move faster because they close faster. Okay. But just imagine taking a forex trade on this. Like, that'd be so badass. Those little retraces and stuff like that, it'd be insane. Right here, retrace. But who's got time for a month trade? You feel? Put a house trade on a month. I bet you'd be straight. You choose the right direction. Okay, so all right, let's look for a new trade. Oh, that was perfect. Well, so it started above, which is good. This was perfect. Perfect little 12-minute call. But it's too late now. I'm not gonna. Oh, this is perfect. GU. I like that. I like that. GU. But hold up. I just want to make sure that I don't get too ahead of myself. Only because where did it start at? Oh, it started above. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. We'll do 1. Let's just see if we can knock this out. All right. Best strike obviously is down here because that's where the retrace was. But we got 7.5 minutes to make a better decision. So we'll see how this plays out. Hopefully this doesn't get me in the end. Okay. So we'll just watch this. I'm sure we probably could have found better trades too. 5-minute put. Damn. That actually might, yeah, that probably would be good right there. In this case, maybe I'll trade it. Let's see. Let's see. If I can get a good striker, I might play there and just make it 11-0 for the day. So let's see what I could do. I don't want to get too greedy. I can get the 5 in 10 seconds. Oh, and that's the retrace. I don't know if I want to trade that, to be honest. 651. I think I should just follow the rules I told you guys. 1 trade at a time. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm not risking my record. Breaking the rules and risking a record. I'm straight. Hey, that's a perfect example, right? You see plenty of opportunities. That actually would have been a good retrace right there. So we probably could have won that. We'll actually just mark that and see. But this is another thing in case this actually does lose. And hypothetically, if we did take that, this is another good thing because what if you see multiple setups and you're like, oh, I can get a good trade. But if you take that trade, you might lose. You feel me? So I think it is better just to focus on one. This trade currently is winning, as you can see. Closes in 6 minutes, though. Okay. But we shall wait, and we will see the aftermath of this, which closes in a minute. We will check this out, but we will also focus on the one trade that we actually did take. Okay, we'll just pay attention. Originally, that had said 646 when we had looked at entering the trade at first, and then the Marcus World said 651. Let's see if that would have won, if we could have actually caught that. So in 20 seconds, if we would have took that initial trade when I hesitated, we'll see. And closing 10 seconds. Let's see what happens. Oh, I guess it would have won after all, because it did say 651 as you guys saw. So it actually would have been a good trade. And if you would have stacked, you would have won all your positions. But it's all good. You know, sometimes if you find your multiple setups, I mean, you can win. But I just don't think it's necessary, because it's just about making the trades that you do take count. So that's just my personal opinion, though. So we still got time for this. My expiry for 10 minutes will be gone for the next 30 seconds, then it'll pop right back up. So we are waiting at the moment. Right. Finish. Okay, this trade closes in 3 minutes 10 seconds, and as you can see, we are winning. And as you see, I've been profitable literally on every setup. This just been nothing but green for a while now, but I've been profitable at every setup. So I'm 9-0 for the day. 5-0 on this webinar so far. About to be 6 if this wins. And this will conclude our video. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But literally, this is all I'm doing. Like, nothing fancy. I haven't even looked at this. I only have it up because Darius told me he uses this. But if you could put it, off the trades that I have taken and stuff with the EMA, if you ever look at any of the stochastics during those trades, maybe you'll see something that I didn't see, and maybe it'll confirm, for you even more on how to be, successful with this shit. I personally love this. This is the easiest trading I've ever done. In my entire time of trading. This isn't. I don't really understand why this works like it works, but as far as a little bit I learned about price action and retraces and whatnot, I thought it was just pretty interesting. So I'm running with it. The EMAs, I always thought about these, as working as magnets and stuff, but they also kind of work as like moving trend lines, I guess, or maybe that's what they are. So yeah, and yeah, I'm used to trading naked. I've never used indicators. I always use candle patterns. Matter of fact, I don't even teach like how I used to teach. But if you guys, well, I don't even want to say that. Well, I'll say if you really are curious as to how I used to trade, I don't mind showing you guys that as well. If you really want to know, I'll give you guys those videos for free. They're a lot longer. They are naked trading, but the best I ever did with my old methods was I flipped. If you guys didn't know, I flipped $5,000 and $81,000 in 12 days on live Marcus World. And yes, Marcus World does pay out. But that's the best I ever did on naked trading. So yeah, and then like when I first started trading last summer, I was on Spot Options, which is a demo platform. But I flipped $1,000 account on Spot Options to 580,000, and now it's literally with RSI and Bollinger Bands. So um, so it's just a little bit about what I've accomplished, but I think this is honestly even easier than that. Um, so I'm looking forward to actually going live with this, especially if I can keep the consistency up. I would like to compound at first and get better with my single position so I can compound, because I don't necessarily like risking a lot of my actual money that I deposit with. And I have 5,000 to play with in real money that I'm going to do when I go live again and stuff. So I would like to compound and make some profit and then just stack with the profit. But this is pretty much the gist of what I've been doing. So yeah, it's not even the gist. It actually is all I've been doing. And as you see, we just won that trade. So update right here. And this will make 6-0 for the webinar, as you can see. And then 10-0 for the day. I literally made this account. We'll just pull this history up. That's all the trades? Okay, I literally made this account, what was it, 3 hours ago. And we just went 10-0 for the day, all right? Again, I lost this on purpose. So don't be like, oh, nigga, it's cover up. Nah, nigga. I lost this on purpose because I wanted to start with 5,000. Okay? So I'm showing you the history just so you guys can see I'm not bullshitting, right? Check my expiries. I stacked on every last one of these. Check my expiries and you'll see what I've done, okay? So 32, as you can see right here, same asset, stacked, I won. 45, same asset, won. 17, right? Same asset, stacked, I won. Reason why I won, because this little stuff right here was a lot less than the profit that I actually won. It's a win. This is how I stack. It's 3 wins so far, okay? 15, same asset, win. 1,800, as you can see, same asset, win. The 18.5, right? It was an accidental trade. I will not count this. Even though it won, I will not count it, okay? 20, USD, CAD, 1. 30, same asset, 1. 40, same asset, 1. 50, same asset, win. 1,900, same asset, win. 10, GU, win. It's 10 wins, no losses. So I just want you to know this is not bullshit. I think this is pretty powerful. It's extremely simple, just like Darius' method. And if this can help any of you guys, be more profitable, more power to you, man. Again, these were baby ass trades, except for like the $1,000 ones. But I mean, you can make your own little money management plan. There's plenty of ways to stack. Just make sure you stack smart and make your money. But even that, like, I mean, 5,000, I double this shit. I mean, 6,300 is not a bad day at all. So it's just something I wanted to show you guys, but I hope it helps. If you have any questions, hit me up. And I'm looking forward to going live with this. All right. So yeah, hope y'all have a good one. Catch y'all later.